Hello, this is Wheeler, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Last time, well, we took down Leviathan, introduced Lady Yagiri to, apparently, the Rogues Guild, and have come back and put some thought into, the Sahagin thing. But now we are on patch 2.3, Defenders of Eorzea. I always thought that one was an odd name. Then I guess a Realm Awoken might be too. Though it does fit. The Great Divide. Aphelia's thoughts keep returning to the fate of the students of Aldesion. No? Okay. Our friends, the very isle itself. Everyone and everything. No, it availeth not to speculate. Ariane will send word if there are any developments. Until such a time as he does, we must remain firmly focused on that which is within our power to change. With that in mind, I would speak of a different matter, one closer to home. It concerns the etheric fluctuations which we had previously attributed to good King Mago XII. That the king is no more is a blessing for which we have you to thank. Well, apparently they're summoning him again, so... Yet, all is not well in the Tollswood. Our latest readings reveal an ongoing etheric disturbance of considerable magnitude. It may even suggest the presence of a primal. Needless to say, the mere possibility warrants immediate investigation, and I would have you... Vasilia, I do not wish to interrupt, but we have a problem. What manner of problem? A band of refugees hailing from Ul'dah, this time, are come to Ripant's Toll seeking asylum. Oh boy. It would seem they expect us to afford them the same treatment we gave the Doman. Present they are in the 7th heaven, awaiting a formal response. I see. Mayhap this was to be expected. I shall meet with them at once. Vasilia, you know full well we haven't the resources to accommodate many more people. Considering what will happen if you do this, word will spread and more will follow. Your opinion is duly noted, but I will hear their suit. No boy. Wheeler, I should be grateful for your presence at this meeting. I'm going to take a wild guess and say, Ala Mhigans. So I guess we need to go to Lag Central. Because of course they couldn't put them in here, could they? Nope. Nope, 7th Heaven is not this part of the area. And I do wonder if there might be something else they could do. I mean, all the nations are kind of lacking since both the Calamity and the Operation Archon. We lost people there. All 3 cities did, I assume. But, maybe there is something. Draggle-tailed refugee. You have an interesting name, Draggle. I apologize for keeping you waiting. My name is Minfilia, and I lead the Scions of the 7th Dawn. 12 be praised, it is you! We're ready and willing to work, same as the Domans. Just give us a task and we'll see it done. Pray calm yourself. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I know not of your situation. Beg your pardon, Aniceto. I ain't so good with words. We've been living off the scraps of Ul'dah for years now, trying to piece together a life to replace the one that got took. They say there's work, but not aught for an honest man. Nautilus would sully his soul sooner than his palms any road. Claim do what they can for us, of course, but it ain't near enough. And it's only getting worse. When the Calamity brought us to our knees, those rich bastards in the city didn't help us up. They climbed on our backs. I don't pretend to be clever, but what I can see but even I can see what's coming. I knew we had to run. The only question was where. And then it came to me. Revenant's Toll! I mean, you took foreigners in, didn't you? So you'd surely do the same for us. I fear the situation is rather more complicated. While it was true that we accepted the Domin's petition for aid, that decision was the product of an extraordinary circumstance. I sympathize deeply with your plight, and pray understand that it is not possible for an organization of our means to aid all who have been affected by the calamity. So it is with great regret that I must deny your request. But we've nowhere else to go. You're turning your back on us? If I might have a word... Tataru? Is Artemis? I know her name's pronounced different. I heard it, like, the last time. No tidings from Ul'dah, my lady. Alphanot has been wounded! What? How? Is it serious? I cannot say for certain, but I fear it might be. According to the flames, the refugees started a riot. They went wild, apparently, lashing out at any and everyone. That can't be right. Why would they? They must have been provoked. The demonstration was meant to be peaceful. 7 hells. Now all blades have an excuse. They'll round us up and kill anyone who tries to resist. Antecedent, please. If it won't help us build a new life, at least help us keep the ones we got. My lady? We are not the ones to stand idly by and watch innocents suffer. However, until we know more of the circumstances surrounding this riot, I am not certain what aid, if any, we can provide. The authorities determined that the refugees attacked without provocation, then those responsible will have to answer for their actions. How can you be so blind? Find Alphanot and quickly. If he is in danger, or worse, I would have you and none other by his side. Can't we then, like, Thancred or something? Thank you. Pray, do not concern yourself with the matter we were discussing earlier. Eden and Papillon will see to it. Alphanot is being treated at the Hourglass. Hurry, Vialir! Oh, okay. Guess we're not needed in the Shroud anymore. So, let's go to Ul'dah. Oh, the guys just want to stand up before I teleported out. And they're like, oh, maybe you should take us with... No, wait, she can't. They forgot to get their Aetheryte attuned in Ul'dah. Can they even really go into Ul'dah? Why am I walking? Alright, I hate this Aetheryte. So, a riot, eh? Looks pretty calm here right now. I guess it's been quelled. I mean, hopefully they were able to solve things a bit non-violently. Momodi, how is... Oh, Alphanot, I see you stand.
Come, you must have gathered by now that Tataru is given to exaggeration. As you can see, I am quite well. Ul'dah, on the other hand, is not. This riot was anything but an isolated incident.
Oh?
There is a restlessness in the air. Tensions long simmering are at last threatening to boil over. Ul'dah is a nation infamous for the great disparity between the wealthy and the poor. The majority of the populace accepts this state of affairs because they believe that every man bears responsibility for his own lot in life.
Okay.
To an Ul'dan, money is the foremost, and some would say the only measure of a man's worth. Small wonder that the wealthiest wield the greatest influence.
Did you see that girl's pipe back there? Like, go back a few seconds and as it's zooming around to this scene, look for the girl, this one right here, and her pipe. That thing's like bigger than she is.
So where do the refugees fit into this social hierarchy? What place is there for those who fled Ala Mhigo and the destruction of the Calamity? Plainly, there is none. They have no wealth, no power, and no worth. To the Ul'dah way of thinking, they may as well not exist. Choosing to ignore their existence, however, is patently not an option. General Rauban and the Sultana understand, which is why they ordered the Immortal Flames to provide the refugees aid and succor. Yet none would dispute that the expenses incurred by this policy grow by the day, with no end in sight. This has prompted more and more Ul'dahs to question their obligation to aid these worthless wanderers, while more and more refugees have come to resent their treatment at the hands of the sneering citizenry. The manner of Lord Lolorito's refusal to grant the Dolmens asylum bespoke a disdain for all refugees, an attitude shared by the rest of the monetarists. And you may be sure they make no effort to conceal their opinions.
I noticed.
It was only a matter of time before the refugees united in protest. Nor is it any surprise that some among them would ultimately resort to violence.
Which is very sad.
That the Immortal Flames should choose this of all occasions to engage in joint training exercises with the other Grand Companies. By the time they return, the situation may well have deteriorated beyond mending.
I think this joint training exercise is, I believe 2.3 was the patch that added in, God, I already forgot. It's, you know, it's only the most important zone to the plot in the game. It's a PvP zone. That's basically what I'm saying. I'll find out in a minute. You know, once this cutscene's over. No, it doesn't say there. What about... Cartano Flats. I believe this was the patch that added the Cartano Flats in, and as such, they are probably out there training. As I told you before, it was all but inevitable that an incident of this kind would eventually occur given the rising tensions within the Sultanate. Nevertheless, I have reason to believe that this particular riot may not have begun spontaneously. Have I piqued your curiosity? Good. Then you will accompany me to the Hall of Flames. I would hear what General Rauban has to say upon the matter. Can I get a hint? No? Fine. I will blindly go where you go. Just like always. You know, NPCs never like to tell me what we're doing. Oh, you know, it's all fine. Like, please go kill Leviathan, but if they want to come along, no, they're not going to tell us what's going on. Hey guys, I need you to kill, Titan today. You go do that. Oh, but we have these matters in this area. Oh, don't worry about them. We got it taken care of, pal. I actually think this is a patch that added one of the most awesomest things in the game. Well, I should say plot-wise, there's something it's added to the game that was a really good idea. Now is not the time, Violir. My hands are full dealing with the refugees. Precisely the matter we wish to discuss, General. Elfinod, back on your feet already? You may credit my swift recovery to your Chirgans. My memories of the riot are still somewhat muddled. I trust you managed to regain control of the situation? Not entirely. We secured the city soon enough, but not before the unrest had spread to the surrounding territories. Pockets of resistance remain throughout Thanalan. We have sent what forces we can spare to root out the last of the belligerents. Progress is slow. They are damnably elusive. I can well imagine. Given that the majority of refugees live outside the walls, it stands to reason they would know the lie of the land. What I do not understand is how they came to be so well prepared. Before my little accident, I observed that several of the refugees were armed, and not with butcher knives or pitchforks, but with martial weaponry. I need hardly add that such equipment is costly. None can deny the tensions between the Ul'dah citizenry and the refugee population has increased since the dominions were turned away. Would that motivate a starving man to purchase arms in lieu of food? I think not. And what of those who have not even a single gil to spend, who could not survive without the aid provided by the immortal? Surely they would sooner sell a weapon than bring it to bear against their benefactors. Come to the point. Very well. My point, General, is that this power cake of discontent was not set alight by chance. These events were deliberately set in motion, and now order must be restored. That is my first duty. Until it is done, any investigation can wait. I do not have time to discuss this. My scouts will be returning anon. Well, I guess we have work to do then. The General is no fool. He keeps his own counsel, and with good cause. Were he to claim, without the necessary proof, that these riots were instigated by outside forces, the monetarists would accuse him of attempting to shirk responsibility. After all, he and the Sultan have been the most outspoken proponents of refugee aid. Regardless, they will face harsh criticism in the days ahead. Our allies may stumble upon the truth in time, but I have far more faith in your abilities, Wheeler. Therefore, I propose we conduct our own investigation, independent of the authorities. To that end, I would have you make inquiries to the settlements suspected of harboring belligerents. Commander Swift will know which they are. He may balk at the request for such information, but I have no doubt you can persuade him with your silver tongue. I, meanwhile, shall seek tight answers in my own way, after which we can regroup and share our findings. Well then, shall we? I have a silver tongue. Normally I just kind of nod my head, occasionally shake it, and make hand gestures, pretend I'm making lip flaps or something. You look as though you have something to say, Wheeler. Do you? What you ask is no simple favor. Were such information to fall into the wrong hands, the lives of countless soldiers would be at risk. Even so, there is wisdom in your words. An able individual may be better suited to this task than a regiment. Very well. Brass Blades have report suspicious activity in the vicinity of Lost Hope. May be unrelated to recent events, but we doubt it. I suggest you begin by speaking to the Blades posted there. Did I not just come to not trust the Blades? Where's Lost Hope again? Central. That one's definitely in Central. So, let's take the teleport out to Central. We'll assume the gates of Nald. I have been known to be wrong before, though. But we are in the right zone this time, unlike my last foray. Yeah, it's all the way up. Really? I don't have that area unlocked? That's weird. I suppose I could have just teleported to the Black Brush Station, but... You know what? I'm walking today. I feel like taking a leisurely walk. Besides, look at all this map. You know, I've been in the coffer and coffin, but apparently I've never gotten the area just over here. Actually, I'm still not going to get it because I probably want to take it to one of my classes that's not leveled. Probably Paladin, because I have to get that to 28. But Lost Hope is just up there. We could visit the bonfire if I wanted to, but I don't want to. So, yeah. It's not often you see the Antlings there, but, you know. They get like one dungeon. And they're barely in it. It's like, I don't understand. It's like, oh, let's have an enemy, but they're only in one zone. And, like, 2 parts of a dungeon. A friend of the Sultanate, are we? I take it this means someone has read my report. The refugees who left with the merchant have yet to return. I am increasingly concerned whether Zalawaka's suspicions were correct. You haven't the foggiest what I'm talking about to you. Never mind. Speak with Zalawaka. He will explain everything. And what brings you here? Oh, that one's got boobs. Does that one have boobs? I think that one has boobs. Yeah, it's a girl. And what brings you here, adventurer? A search for refugees? Well, then you've come to the right place. Oh, you mean those refugees? Oh no, you won't find them here. Most of the people who've lost hope have come to accept their situation and are content to pass their days in peace and quiet. Outsiders have trouble understanding that, like the merchant who passed through recently. Gregarious fellow, but awfully opinionated. Can't say I was sad to see him go. Okay, so we need to talk to this Zazawaka. Zazawaka Waka? Wait, Zazawaka, we delivered like water to him once, didn't we? Hi! Don't hurt me, I'm not one of them! Wait, I know your face. Are you not the woman from the Church of Saint Adama Lindama? I was right. 1,000 pardons, my friend. I mistook you for one of the thugs who have been tormenting us. If Leofric bid you speak to me, then I take it you've agreed to help. Toad be praised for that, because we don't have a moment to waste. Everyone knows the flames are on the march. The others have fallen under that fanatic spell, but not I. Promises of revolution and retribution, of holding the ruling class to account and taking that which is owed. Ha! A childish fantasy. I did everything I could to dissuade the others from leaving, but few would heed my words. Now that one of our idealists has returned, however, the madness of the merchant's plan is plain for all to see. Look up beyond yonder tent, and you will understand why. Even now he babbles incoherently. So traumatized is he by the bloodshed he witnessed. Try as I might, I can make little sense of his words beyond the fact he was not alone in surviving. Yet I have no doubt the merchant will lead the remainder of their doom. I beg of you, find them before he does. Okay. Hello, comfort. What are you doing? Don't draw! Why didn't you run away with me? We could have escaped together. You'd be here with me. You'd be here to soothe me. Why did you have to stay and leave me alone? You may need a therapist, but, you didn't have to stay and fight. Soothe. Oh, I hate when I have to soothe people. Calm the fuck down, pal. Who are you? What do you want? Aye, it's true. I followed the merchant and made the gods strike me down for my folly. What they will not give, you must take, he said. When we asked how, he revealed a cache of weapons he had brought and implored us to seize control of our fates. I thought about running then and there, but the others were so excited. He split us into 2 groups and sent us off on our own. But when the flames found us, we didn't know what to do. Our leader tried to parley with theirs, but then they started arguing, and then fighting. Then everyone was fighting, the flames were trying to give no quarter, and... Oh gods, the other group! They're still out there! If we don't stop them, they'll be massacred like mine was! Uh-oh. He wants us to find people. The other refugees are hiding in the caves south of Lost Hope, but to approach them would be fruitless. They would sooner call us agents of the Sultanate and try to kill us than listen to reason why the twins might have deigned to do the deed themselves. A pox on all bloody sellswords. Hey! They were supposed to train us to fight, but the ones he sent with us vanished during the struggle. Oh, if only we had never listened to that merchant's ridiculous claims. He said our cause was righteous, as the gods would never suffer us to be defeated. So if they were forced to confront reality, that's it. challenge your twins to combat and show my brethren that their strongest warriors are no match for one woman. Mayhap then they will agree to lay down their arms and renounce this plot. Are you saying that I'm awesome because I am a woman and I can do that? Or are you saying that it's just going to make them embarrassed because they got beaten by a girl? Whatever. I get to go kick some asses. Twin asses. Wonder if they're girls. Maybe some nice, red-headed girls. You know, I am partial to gingers. But to be fair, what guy isn't? Ooh, what was I thinking? Yeah, there's a game. Actually, I think the LP for it did start by the time this has come up, but most of the character that dyes her hair. It was originally ginger. It's not where I'm going. I'm gonna go south. South! You'll probably guess the character by now, but, you know, there are so many other characters that have obviously dyed hair. Yes, yes. I am talking about Santa Claus. Just making sure he's gone because that would have been bad. I'm sorry if I quieted down there, but kind of didn't have much choice. And he confused me into dismounting. So there's potential talk of me getting some form of camera to, you know, well, it's supposed to be for unpacking boxes. Because I sent a message to the loot box people like, if you retweet this message, I could get a camera and they retweeted it. And I'm like, fuck. So I have to look for a camera of some sort. I actually think it's this cave right here. And if anyone has any recommendations of a camera, I would be most happy. I don't have that much money. Here we are. Twins, where are the twins? Are you guys twins? You're not the kind of twins I want. Maybe she has a twin. We can hope. 7 hells, they found us! Everybody, grab your gear and make for the rendezvous point. So that's your game, is it? Haha, sorry to disappoint you, left. We're more than willing to kill you ourselves. Well, if that's how you want it. Who am I to stand in the way of people wanting to die? Oh, how cute. They both have stun. And I still have Defiance on from Leviathan. Clearly I have not fought much yet this storyline. You should never come here. Okay, guy. Are you satisfied? Oh, really? Really? More? Oh, there's 3 of them this time. Well then. Do your worst. You know, I really think this is probably a bad idea. For you. Not for me. I know I can own you. I'm not even in the right bar set either. Okay, are you ready? Really? Oh, are those the twins? I think those are the twins. Saber-rattling swordsman. Okay guys, what do you think about that? What do you think about this? I have taken them down. In about 20 seconds. Give me a second. Ooh, that was a nice heavy swing there. Okay, okay. Hey pal. Hey pal. Guess what? You beat him like it was nothing. Oh almighty, what are we gonna do now? I think what you're gonna do is go the hell back home. Before you get yourselves killed by people who aren't nice like me. Hey, they brought it on themselves. I was acting in self-defense. That's what I like to say anyways. Confidentially, I like hurting people. And let's talk to the guy over here. You have returned. Did you find my brethren? What of the twins? What happened? I see. Well, you had no choice. Better that a handful of them take a beating from you than the lot get butchered by the flames. Tell me, what did the merchant have to say when it was over? Huh? Where else would he be? Unless he went to Stonesword to recruit others. As I recall, he wished to approach the refugees there as well, but was waiting until the flames withdrew their forces from the vicinity. Now that they have, there's nothing to stop him from continuing his work. How many more must perish in pursuit of this futile cause? How much more suffering must we endure before it ends? Find him, convince him to cease his mad quest. It will surely lead us to ruin. Okay, where is Stone's Throw anyways? Guessing it's down here somewhere. Stone's Throw? Oh, all the way back at the gates. That's just great. Well, I think we will go there and then call it for the episode. Because, well, it's 6 a.m. And I probably should have been in bed. And episode 100 of My Little Pony is coming out tomorrow. Today. They call that today. I call it tomorrow. Because I don't count a day until after I've gone to sleep. That's my rule. I'm not changing it. I am on the train track so that I can find that goddamn body. I want to see a corpse and poke it with the stick. I'm trying too hard. I should stop this. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry, the music is just so singable. I'm sure you all have your own, like, lyrics for your mounts. In fact, tell me a mount and give me a little tune and I may sing it. Have you seen my parents? They told me to stay here with the others. They said they'd be back soon, but it's been days. They left with a man from Ul'dah. The man said they were going to change everything, make it so that we could live inside the walls with everyone else. I liked it when he said that. I didn't like it when he talked about making the rich people pay. Everyone looked so angry, and I got scared. Lots of people left with the man after that, but no one's come back. Okay. Report to Swift at the Hall of Flames. Okay. Despite the fact that the zone is right over there, I'm going to go to Ul'dah because this crystal is right next to the Flames Guild. Kind of funny that I did the opposite of normal. Okay, so Swift, we have word for you. There's some kind of merchant. Welcome back, Veiler. Have you learned aught of interest? You persuaded a gang of refugees to lay down their arms? Our Flame General will be pleased to learn of this. Less so, these other revelations. We'll apprehend the treasonous snake at once. Oh, yeah, probably. Give me an X potion. Alright. And we will get the next quest in the next episode. This has been Veiler. I hope you enjoyed and have fun.